summer's day in Shepherdstown, and he go in a thermal as a circle around like a tire.
I agree with you. I love sport, and maybe growing up you have less time to practice, and also going out maybe with my bike or swim, playing football, or running. I think, yeah. I really like it.
So when I was a child, I played a lot, mostly at school, but now
I did every kind of sport. I like sport, outdoor activities, climbing, yes, like the mountain too, surfing.
I usually go to the gym, often swim and scuba diving.
Okay. When I was a child, I played with my friends in the niños, play football, play basketball, play tennis.
And now?
But now, no, because I haven't got time.
Yes, and I have a car.
And I have a car. No. Okay, I go for a walk with my friends, but it's not the same. No. And I like aerobic and swim, but no time.
Sport is important part of my life. But as for me, similar. I play basketball, football, and tennis. Also, when we were in high school with Kinjay, we played in the club. Not so much professional, but we were professional.
What I see is all of us have the same problematic. We don't have time, and it's normal. We grow and we start working, and we have a lot of things to do. But then what I see is that if you feel that outdoor activities and sports are a part of your life, you finally find time to do it. Because I've done sports for all my life, team sports, individual sports, and actually I don't have time, but I try to find the time to do that quick.
She looked to the skies and said, I'm gonna learn to fly around with you, yeah. She jumped up high and she fell to the ground and skinned her little knee and made a horrible sound. She got right up and she tried it again, and smiling all the way with her unstoppable grin.
I think that people in Slovenia are quite sportive. We are a little country, we have only 2 million inhabitants, and we have small cities, so there is a lot of nature around. So during the weekends people usually go walking or something.
I recognize that in Italy there is not a big culture for sport. For example, when we have hour in the school, when I had my hour of physical education, it was a free hour. And so there is not a great culture, and we love football, but more people love seeing it and not playing it. It is true.
It's a location advantage, like a Greek, because there are 3 seas around Turkey, and so like the 3. But Turkish people, especially Turkish men, are a little lazy about sport. But the football is the most common sport in our country. You know, at school, for example, every month we plan a match, teacher to student, or apartment father to children.
Just smile, you're gonna see it through. Your wings are gonna sprout and lift you off the ground. Oh no, take time, do what you're gonna do. Just smile, you're gonna see it through.
It's better in some subjects, for example human rights, with some participants I don't know, more serious, with more education about this, and you can come closer with participants in sports. If, for example, kayaking, it's not one person sport. You have to find a way with your mate to do it good. Or I think you get more trust with sports, because some sports are not that safe. Maybe you cannot, maybe you don't die, but maybe you hurt your leg, and that somehow can depend to other person. So you have to trust him, he has to trust you.
For human rights, you might have read about them, but you cannot understand them sometimes, and you need
have
to.
So many million sources in internet.
Yeah, but you need to do some group work in order to understand. Because we were in a project and we didn't have a group work, and it was really difficult. We might have talked about that theme or issue, but it was difficult to understand it.
I didn't say it's easy. And in sports it's easier to participate, and everyone can participate, even if they don't speak the same language, for example. It's easier for them to participate because they don't have to communicate. They can communicate through the body language or something like this. And it's easier, it's a way to integrate people.
If you are in contact with nature, you became more conscious about the need of protecting it, and this is very important to you. I think that it's a good part of a sport.
Yeah, so I think that is very important when you're a child, because you became a sporty person for all the rest of your life, while maybe to introduce to the society we can organize, I don't know, a break at work for half an hour to practice something, but I think that it's difficult as mindset to introduce when you are 24, maybe. I think that as a teenager, until the teenager period, is the best way to create a mindset of work.
But I think that most important thing is this culture of sport that we are talking about, and the only right way is to prepare young people in schools that they will have the right attitude towards sport. So that's important, and I know for myself that we had a lot of different things in school. We learned basics of all important sports, and till the end of high school you have, I don't know, I think 3 or 4 hours of sports a week in school. So that's the way to go. I think that's the most important thing.
So I think it's very important the way you teach the children, the way you make them close to sport. If it's fun, and if it's motivated, it's good. But if it's an thing that you have to do and it's boring, and maybe you are building a border. No.
For adults, maybe the best idea is to introduce some family activities that the whole family would go somewhere and do something. Because once you're older and you have a job and you have a family, you have children, and it takes a lot of time to take care of them. Especially if children are playing some sports or something and you have to drive them here or there. And if you can do something together, it saves a lot of time.
I think that if the city or municipality, well, they need to have the finances, but where I live, we have a lot of paths for running, cycling, go hiking, and also along those paths they put some fitness equipment, and during the summer there is a pool also, and it's not for free, but the price is for 4 months, it's like 20 euros. So you can also enjoy that for very little money.
And in some countries, I think in Turkey they have done it, there are some places like playgrounds, but you have sports equipment, like in the gym, and you can do sports while you're seeing Bosphorus or something like this. And it's really nice because it's an outdoor activity, you don't have to pay, and you simultaneously...
You don't need a lot of skills to do this kind of activities. There are levels, and you can start with a lower level for everybody can do it. And sometimes it just have to imagine and to think about that you can do it, because many times we always say, I don't have time and I'm not going to do anything. Why? Because you just always have free time. Every time you are in the sofa, you say, I'm not doing anything, I'm just watching television or playing the Pro Evolution Soccer. No, turn it off and go outside and you just can start an activity.
They will all be waiting for you. But Katie knew that there was something they didn't see, and she climbed up to the top.